Miami Beach Convention Center for Cruise Shipping Miami 2012. It's the 14th of March and I'm going to be going inside and I'm going to take you on a tour. We're going to walk around the exhibit area. We're going to see some of the conference sessions that are going on. Maybe a couple little press conferences. There's several that go on during the course of the day. But we'll be walking around through the venue, the Miami Beach Convention Center for Cruise Shipping Miami. You can check it out online. The official website is cruiseshippingevents.com. I'm posting to Media Mojo Guy and Ken English and a couple others. So just check out Cruise Shipping Miami 2012. And you're bound to see some of the work that I'm producing. But for now, let's go inside the Miami Beach Convention Center.
This is Ken English, and I'm at Cruise Shipping Miami 2012. I'm with Stuart Newman. Newman PR has handled the media room, essentially the relationship with the press, for a number of years. Stuart, now maybe you could just go back in time a little bit and give a little history of what was once called Sea Trade. Now it's Cruise Shipping Miami.
The event, which of course is the premier forum for the entire cruise industry worldwide, actually started 28 years ago in New York. And I think about 21 years ago, the players suddenly realized, wait a minute, the cruise business is really out of South Florida, Miami, Port of Miami and Port Everglades and Fort Lauderdale. What are we doing up here? So they moved down, and for about 3 or 4 years, they were able to do this at the Fontainebleau Hotel, which has a reasonably large convention facility, exhibition hall, but it grew and grew, and they realized that they simply couldn't accommodate all of the exhibitors, or for that matter, the delegates that wanted to come in the Fontainebleau. So they took over, I think, one hall of the Miami Beach Convention Center. And that worked for quite a few years, and once again, it grew along with the industry, which continues to grow. And now they have the 2 full halls, and they're overflowing. For this year's show, something like 974 exhibitors. And as you're aware, they're in every field that has some relationship to the cruise industry. Obviously, the major players are the European shipyards, General Electric, which makes turbines for ships, has a large floor space. And of course, there's an increasing amount of play by various ports. Italy has a huge pavilion. I think Italy, in its pavilion, has something like 26 different exhibitors, different ports in Italy and destinations. Germany has a huge installation. France. And ports throughout the Caribbean are all represented here. It's just a place to be. And the same thing is true for those people that supply everything that goes on a cruise ship. From toothpicks to napkins to huge galley installations which cost them many millions. Elevators. The elevator business is a big thing with the cruise lines. I think somebody told me they had 32 different elevators in that ship. Because I don't know an office building that has that many. So it's an industry that continues to grow, and to grow in popularity.
Cruise Shipping Miami, and it's the 14th of March, 2012. I'm with lara+chirino+, Director of Tourism for the Tourism Corporation of Bonaire. Cruise ships don't have the best of reputations in terms of quality of water and purity and all this. It's changing drastically, but a lot of people think the ships are not good. Obviously, Bonaire, with the pristine environment and the sensitivity that you have, you're very concerned about that. How is this working out for you?
A lot of people don't know this, but Bonaire has an underwater park. So us indeed welcoming cruise ships, that is a big thing. We are very much aware of a reef. The reef is one of the things that we are most known for, best known for. We do welcome ships. The only thing is we don't have the fast amount like most of the other islands have, which is like St. Martin, to mention one of the islands in the Caribbean. And we try to keep it balanced. We still would like to continue growing in the cruise ship industry to about a minimum of 200,000 visitors a year. But we do keep a very close eye, so we educate the visitors when they come and see us and they take one of our tours. Most of the tours are snorkel-orientated or diving-orientated. We inform the visitors, making them aware that they are about to enter an underwater park with protected reefs. The awareness that you create with a visitor is also affecting, helping them looking at the water and hence also changing their behavior towards the nature. So it's about creating awareness and monitoring the reefs continuously. So the management who is taking care of the water park keeps on monitoring, measuring in order for us to be aware of what the situation is and how it is going together with the cruise industry. One should not be blocking the other one. So it's all about continuously measuring, doing research, and to monitor and explore possibilities on the other things that we can do to maintain a healthy reef.
My name is Ole-Kristian Sivertsen. I'm serving this mobile revolution at sea as the Senior Vice President of Business Development and Sales for Maritime Communications Partner, and MCP for short. And the company has been in the mobile business to provide cell phone coverage and making it possible for any passenger or crew member to use their phone more or less like at home while sailing the seven seas. Yeah, we've been doing this for 10 years. We had the first customers making phone calls from the ships with their mobile phones, like they would do on land back in 2004. In February 12, 2004, the Skeie, Scandinavia, back in the Nordics, were able to connect all their crew members and passengers with their cell phones. So we've been at this for some time. What's happening since 2004 and up until today is like today we have across the globe, more or less in any developed country, 100% plus mobile penetration, meaning that in countries like America and in Europe, people we have 100 plus because people have more than one phone. And if you look at that, percentage of that in terms of, how many users are using smartphones today, that has over the last 6 years developed from 0 to 48% in the US, and more than 50% of all the phones in use today are smartphones. And I was talking also on the panel a little bit today about, this love for your mobile phone, and everybody is so connected to their mobile phones that it has become an addiction. An addiction that has actually gotten a word and a name for it called nomophobia, or the fear of being without your mobile phone. And there was just recently a study in the UK where they studied this phenomenon, and the findings were that 48% of women and 58% of men actually had this diagnosis of nomophobia, and another 9% they showed anxiety or stress when being, when the mobile phone is turned off. And I mean, you can see it whenever you take a flight and you're landing there on the runway and taxiing in. People are they're like nervous smokers looking for their cigarette pack, but it's not the cigarette pack, it's the mobile phone that they're turning on, and it's happening all around you. And I mentioned also that I actually have a neighbor back home who has to choose the holiday spots based on the availability of internet and Facebook. Otherwise, their daughter is not going to join them. It's like it's a revolution that is completely changing the way that people interact with each other. It's changing completely how we consume digital content, and it's the biggest shift in how we consume the content from the internet since the introduction of the personal computer. So with all that, it's like everybody is expecting their phones to work, wherever. It's like it's just a natural thing. You turn on your phone, it works. So passengers are more and more expecting that's just a given fact that it should work out on the ships. So that has been our mission to bring that technology and to have highly efficient ways of delivering communication systems to the vessels that allow for passengers to be able to use their phones more or less like at home.
Now, the connection between the wireless network on the ship and the internet itself, sending something to Facebook or Twitter, or if I'm on a cruise and I shot some video at one of the ports and I want to put it on YouTube, that's possible?
That is possible. Of course, it's like if it's enormous amounts of data, it's like it's going to hit your data plan and it's going to cost you some money to do that stuff. But through your mobile phones, when you're connected at sea, through the MCP systems today, you're able to make phone calls, receive phone calls. You're able to send and receive SMSs, text messages, and you're able to access the internet with all kinds of content that is there.
Amazing stuff. How would people find out more on your website? How would they check it out if they're interested?
So they would check it out on www.mcp.com, and they can also follow me on Twitter. My ID is at Sivertsen. Yeah.
I'll follow you on Twitter. Thank you for your time. Ken English from Cruise Shipping Miami, 2012, Miami Beach Convention Center. I'll be back. Looking for the Heineken cap.
Alright.